Hello people of God, if you have not watched the prequel of this part, which is part 1, kindly do click this card so that you can watch that and then continue with this part, which is part 2. Now then, let's continue with this episode. But to their surprise, and even to Ida's surprise, there were 151 applicants in the first batch itself, and which was more than even what she expected. And obviously she had to turn many down, and all the mockery that was made against her died then and there. In this way, she fought for women's equality. Also, I told you, right, she has started an hospital. She named the hospital in the name of that banker's wife, which is Mary Tabas Schell Hospital. Okay, post this, in 1928, around 1928, she started another hospital with 267 beds. And in 1932, she moved the college to a site at Bagayam in Vellore. Post that, after 10 years, the medical degrees in the college upgraded to MBBS. To do all this, she requires money, and she was backed by Reformed Church of America, and then by more than 40 missions. Obviously, if you are someone who loves God, who wants to show love to others, you will be backed by many through God. And that's what happened. And in 1928, when she started the hospital, even Mahatma Gandhi came to Vellore and visited the hospital. Then in 1947, the college became co-ed. Male students were admitted to the hospital. It started growing. It started growing to leaps and bounds. So it is just a small moment where she took one step, what God has shown her, and committed her ways to the Lord, which has brought her to this place to change so many lives of people. Many times we tend to close our ears and eyes to what God is showing and what God is speaking. But here Haida, she took the step very carefully, and she saw the vision, she felt the love of God, and she wanted to show this love to people. And yes, this hospital is now called Christian Medical Hospital. You all know that how renowned this hospital is now, and it is one amongst the premium and prestigious institutions, medical institutions among the world and among India. Even now, even today, there are many foreign medical tourists who are coming to CMC just to get treated. And there are many firsts that CMC did. It didn't stop with Ida. The trigger, the fire which sparked through Ida, just sparked the people who were there, sparked. And see, if you have a fire inside your heart which God has put in you, the Spirit, and when you share it with people, the same spice sparks people. Among such was Paul Brandt. Dr. Paul Brandt worked closely with Ida. He's the one who developed reconstructive surgery for leprosy. You know what? This reconstructive surgery could bring the limbs which were crippled to action. Isn't that amazing? Paul Brandt did so many notable works. It's not just Paul Brandt. Hold on, folks. Correction, pause. I would have addressed the name as Dr. Anna Varghese. It's not Dr. Anna Varghese. It's Dr. Mary Varghese. I repeat again. the places where I have addressed as Dr. Anna Varghese should be Dr. Mary Varghese. And that's the end of the correction pause. Let's continue with the episode. There was this doctor named Dr. Anna Varghese. In 1952, Dr. Anna Varghese, a group of doctors went to an outreach program. During this travel, a tragic incident happened which toppled the bus they were in, and Anna Varghese broke her backbone. This fracture to her backbone immobilized her for life, and she was in wheelchair and she could not walk. But still, Dr. Paul Brandt encouraged her, and you know what? She did this reconstructive surgery which was developed by Paul Brandt to people sitting on a wheelchair. Isn't it so amazing, the grit that woman might have had? Also, she has to concentrate on her treatments as well. So she had to move to Australia to get rehabilitated, and there she gets a vision. She wanted to bring this department of rehabilitation and this place where rehabilitation happens to India, where she brings it to CMC, and voila, another fire sparked. So that's where the first department of rehabilitation was built in India, that too in CMC, that too in Vellore. And it did not stop there. And CMC started researching about polio. You know, polio is now eradicated. You know the reason why? You know which place is the first place where polio is completely eradicated? It was Vellore, and the reason is CMC. It was just a spark on that one night. That it's just a simple one step that she took to commit herself to God, which started this hospital, which brought her to build CMC even after her death, even after she passed away. This spark sparked many people. This love of God just captured many people, and they were able to do so much that it eradicated also polio, and Vellore being the first place, and it spread out to India, and now polio is like a dead disease which is literally inside the grave. And this clearly shows what God has put inside Ida, and to all the people that Ida has passed her will to. And this is what exactly happens when we commit our ways to the Lord and we commit our plans to Him. It didn't end here. There are so many notable achievements apart from this, like CMC is the place where the first open heart surgery happened. CMC is the place where the first neurological department in hospitals started in India. There is so much more that I can say about CMC, and you already knew so much about CMC. And obviously many who have been listening to me might have already been to CMC, or you might go to CMC either for studies or for something, or at least know about CMC. And this is all a result of a woman obeying God when He showed her His vision. And Ida, before dying, she told, I'll read these lines to you. I took only one step at a time, what God showed me. Yes, God might have already spoken to you, or He is now talking to you, or He will be talking to you, or He has already shown so many things to you, what you have prayed for, or what His vision was. It's all a matter of obedience and committing your ways to. Here I am concluding this episode. I'm so glad that you listened patiently to every words that I spoke, and I hope that this testimony touched you, and I will surely be back with another episode, with another banger that will touch your life. I hope that this touched you. I request all of you to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let this reach to many people, many who doesn't know about this. And this is Finny signing off. Peace out.